These are my favorite.
That's we might get this. Yeah, we probably wouldn't have been before.
They got it here.
Wait, is this the same as this one? Hi guys, welcome back. So I am currently filming this video for my second channel that I have not uploaded on in probably about 9 months. And although it feels weird that I'm gonna be uploading on this channel again, even though like I'm filming on the same camera, it's just gonna be uploaded onto a different channel. But hi, welcome back. Today I am filming a long-awaited, requested by some workout video. So the reason I decided to revisit my second channel, or I guess what initially sparked me to start to upload on my second channel again, is that I wouldn't necessarily post workout content on my main. I have before, but it's not like, I don't think it's what the majority of my audience really want on my main channel. It's not really what I want to upload on my main channel. And I've always said that my second channel is just for whatever I want to upload that I don't want to post on my main channel. So that's why we're here today. Today I'm here with Ari, and we are going to be giving you guys a workout video. Very excited about it.
That works.
Alright. We've been trying to set up this camera for like too long. So yeah, I feel like over the last, I'd say 4 months or so, since I've been taking like my fitness journey a little more seriously, or just kind of adding different things to my routine that really allowed me to see progress, not only in the gym, but also in the kitchen, which is another video for another day. But today I just really wanted to take you guys through a workout, and Ari here is actually degreed. Although I guess, taking fitness seriously for the last like 3 years, but there's always something new you could be learning. I am still to this day working on form with certain things, and if I'm gonna sit here and present you guys with exercises when that's not really like my specialty per se, I really just want to make sure I'm teaching you guys the correct form. We're here to take you guys through a workout to just show you guys that like it should be fun, keeping it as simple as possible while also just making sure that we're doing these exercises correctly with good form. So if that's what you guys are interested in, if you guys want to, you know, pick up a little bit of knowledge about different exercises and want to get a good workout in, then this is the video for you. I'm very excited.
I was looking out.
We drove all the way to Crunch, realizing my membership expired, so here we are, back home. Take 2. Yep. Alright guys, so before we get into the official workout, you know we gotta warm up our body, so you could really warm up however you're comfortable warming up. For me, I love using the Stairmaster. I'll go on there for like 5 minutes max if I'm getting ready to warm up before a workout. So something else that I've been taking more seriously before exercising is doing dynamic stretches. Dynamic stretches are active stretches that not only stretch the muscles and tissues, but they actually prepare your muscles for the action by activating and warming them up. So this is just another way to prepare your body for the actual movements you're getting ready to do. As you guys can see, here are a few examples. If you want, there's plenty of content on YouTube that can show you guys some good dynamic stretches to do before your workouts. We focused on lower body because we are doing lower body today. What I found myself doing before my exercises for the longest time is static stretches. They're not really warming up. It's stretching out your muscles for longer periods of time. For example, holding a stretch for maybe 15-20 seconds. But all that's really gonna do is mess with the elasticity in your muscles, which you don't really want to stretch out too much before you actually work out, because it's gonna be really useful when you actually get into your exercises. I don't want to bore you guys with the intricate details, but just know dynamic stretches over static stretches before a workout. So Ari and I decided to start this lower body workout with a compound movement. Compound movements, I feel, are so important and very effective for building any part of your body. Before I explain what a compound movement is, as you can see, Ari kind of like pulls me in, and she's helping me with my form. Form is so important. Form is the most impressive thing about working out. Like, I don't care how much you are lifting, if you don't have your form correct, you could possibly injure yourself, and it's just best to work on proper form before adding any weight to any exercise. Make sure you're comfortable with the movement itself before making the exercise more challenging. As you can see, as far as form, a couple pointers that Ari gave me that I kind of needed to correct myself on. Just make sure your feet are a little wider than your hips, toes pointing a little bit outwards. As you can see, I'm kind of going to a 90-degree angle. I'm making sure I'm not sagging my butt at the bottom because that's just not a proper movement. I'm keeping my chest up, my head is also up, and my arms, you can see they're a little wider than I had them when I first started, which is also something I needed to correct myself on. So the next exercise that we're doing are RDLs. RDLs are super beneficial for both your glutes and your hamstrings. There's actually a couple different variations that are going to target just different parts of your body, such as, you know, more focus on the hamstrings and more focus on the glutes. I'm pretty sure this variation puts more focus on the glutes. That's most definitely where I felt this exercise. As you can see, our feet are about hip distance apart. We have a slight bend in our knee. The back is flat. It's not arched and it's not rounded. And you should keep your head pretty neutral with this exercise. We decided to superset our RDLs with, I guess you could call these like a forward pulsing lunge. Yeah, correcting myself, these are not pulsing lunges. Pulsing lunges, we would stay in the same exact position and kind of just pulse up and down until we're done and then switch to the other leg, but we were still going back and forth. I guess I was just trying to express how we did 10 on one leg and then 10 on the other instead of switching back and forth, if that makes sense. I don't know if you guys have heard of Bulgarian split squats. I have a love-hate relationship with them. They're super beneficial, but I feel like this is a really good introduction to this movement because you're gonna feel them in the same areas that you would a traditional Bulgarian split squat. As you guys can see, my body kind of wants to naturally fold forward, but it's actually better to do this movement with my chest, or with your chest up. I think I just naturally hinge my hips because when I do Bulgarian split squats, I have my chest leaned over because it's better for glute activation, because Bulgarian split squats mainly target your quads normally, but there's ways to kind of activate your glutes a little bit more with that exercise. So the last exercise that we did for this workout are pistol get-ups. As you can see, I'm squatting down onto a bench with one leg while holding a dumbbell. This exercise is completely doable without a dumbbell. I definitely suggest you doing that first before adding any weight. These are overall a really beneficial exercise for your lower body. I most definitely feel these most in my quads. As you can see here, I'm switching from one leg to the other and I'm doing 10 on each leg. Alright guys, so it is now a couple of days later, but this is a portion of the video that I most definitely wanted to make sure I included at the end of the video, just to make sure I go over any points that I just didn't get to express in the beginning of the video because we were just in the moment and we're going right into working out. And then I didn't film an outro right after. We just kind of went on with the rest of our day. We were hungry, so we went to eat, but that is the end of the workout portion. So we were gonna end it with jump squats, but honestly we got bored, so we just didn't finish. And I think the main reason for that is because we had already, like, we were all pumped and ready to go to the gym like an hour before we actually started working out, because we tried to go to the Crunch Fitness. My membership apparently expired, which is fine because that Crunch, I didn't really think I'd want to be going back and forth from there either way. It's super busy and I'd have to pay for parking each time, so it's just no. It all worked out, but you can kind of understand like why we're like, all right, it's time to call it a day. Plus I was just because we were very exhausted. So I don't really know exactly. I mean, I have talking points. A lot of these I think I'm gonna actually include with text as I'm showing you guys the exercises, but I'm super excited to kind of just touch more on this part of my life, I guess. Fitness is something that I'm very passionate about. I've grown up around it. It was never forced on me or anything. It's just always kind of been in the family. So I feel like I just kind of naturally have a little bit of an understanding of, you know, exercises and working out that I would love to share with you guys. And the fact that a lot of you guys have recently been asking for workout content, it actually means a lot, and I have gotten super excited about that because it's just something that I'm super interested in. I just don't talk about like at all. I kind of include my workouts in my videos just because that is a part of my life, but I don't really touch on like details as much anymore. But since you guys asked, you know, I am definitely open to do more workout content, so definitely let me know what you guys thought about this video, what you guys would like to see more of, whether that is workout content or whatever type of content it may be. I've had people ask me to do more hair content as well, especially since I've cut my hair and it's growing. I can do that as well, but that's another video for another day. I think like the main thing I wanted to touch on is that I always like to influence having like a good relationship with exercise and eating. I'm not really going to get into the eating in this video either, but just remember that working out is a privilege. Our bodies were made to move, no matter what that movement may be. It doesn't have to be hardcore weightlifting. Movement is movement, and your body will thank you either way. Moving is a privilege that not all of us have, so just try to see exercise as more of like I get to work out rather than I have to. Working out should never be a punishment. It's supposed to be fun. That doesn't mean you aren't going to have to put the work in to see results, but that should be a process. We should love ourselves through the process, and I'm just super keen on like I exercise because it makes me feel good. It's a part of my lifestyle. I'm not working out specifically to reach a goal and then I'm just gonna not do anything, because that's not sustainable. So yeah, just remember that everyone starts somewhere, and if you guys have any questions, let me know. Like if I was actually in person and we were working out together, like I would love to just talk you guys through the process and everything, but I'm gonna do the best I can to show you guys, you know, through videos. Anything else that I wanted to mention? I just really wanted to mention that form is very crucial when exercising. I don't care like how much you're lifting. If you have bad form, you can seriously hurt yourself. So it's just really important to learn the mechanics of exercises before adding weight. It is much more impressive to have good form with no weight or super lightweight, opposed to, you know, super heavyweight and shitty form. And just remember, like, don't compare what you're lifting to what somebody else is lifting, because you just can't compare. Like it's two different people. It's a body to weight ratio type of thing. So I've had people ask me like, how much weight are you using for this and this? It doesn't matter, because we're gonna be using different weights. You could even be using more weight than me. It just depends, and that's not really important. All of the exercises that were done in this video can be done without weight, and I suggest you doing them without weight until you're comfortable with the movement itself. Everything's doable without weight other than the RDLs. You could practice the movement without dumbbells, but you're not really gonna get anything out of the exercise without that resistance. So just keep that in mind. I also did want to express that I'm sharing to my level of experience. I'm still learning to this day. That is one of the reasons I was excited to film this video with Ari, because she just like really knows what she's talking about, and she was able to correct my form with like my squats that I really needed some correction on. My RDLs, I don't even do those on my own because I wanted to make sure my form was correct before starting to incorporate those seriously into my exercises. And I think, yeah, that's pretty much it. But I personally love to, I don't know, I feel like I'm a sponge and I kind of absorb information really quickly, especially when it comes to something I'm actually interested in, like fitness. So those tips were super helpful for me, and those are all things that I can, you know, incorporate. Like I've already started to incorporate into my workouts, and my form is a lot better with certain exercises, which is really good. Another thing I wanted to say, I have a point. It just says it's best to focus on moving your body and being consistent and enjoying the process, because the results will come regardless, which I kind of touched on earlier. Don't obsess over the results, because they will come. Once again, this just goes hand in hand with working out because it feels good, it releases endorphins, it's good for your body. The results are going to come with consistency regardless. It's just most important to be consistent. I have people ask me frequently like how I have the motivation. You're not always going to have the motivation. If you just sit around and wait to randomly feel motivated to go work out, it's not going to be consistent, because sometimes I don't feel like going, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to go. Like what your brain is telling you up here, that's not what you have to actually allow like your body to sit and do, you know? It's the same way like when you're doing exercises and they get really challenging. Like I'll be repping out some Bulgarian split squats. They're hard. I want to stop, but I don't, because I know that's when the progress is actually being made, when you feel that burn. So you're not always going to want to. It's definitely discipline over motivation. You're not always going to have the motivation. I don't. It's literally humanly impossible to always have the motivation to go, but it is something that I genuinely enjoy doing. I feel like the more consistently you go, the more your body gets used to the exercise. It's going to become adapted to it, and it's going to be something that you kind of get excited to do. So just kind of try to go into it with a positive mindset that, you know, this isn't to, like, you're not working out because you're in trouble. You're working out because it feels good and your body deserves it. And then I also just wanted to say, I think the last thing I wanted to touch on was to just remember that you are your own body goals. You should always be your own body goals. The only person you should ever compare yourself to is your previous self. If you're working out specifically to look like a specific person, you're gonna be extremely disappointed, because we all have completely different body types, different frames, different genetics. If you're just working out specifically to look like somebody that's not you, you're literally setting yourself up for disappointment, because it's just not realistic. And the best version of you is just as desirable as the next person. That's something I really wanted to put emphasis on. Like, I'll see people kind of like go to see one specific person and ask what their workout routine is. Just because you're doing their workout routine does not mean you're going to look like them. You're gonna look like the best version of yourself. You are capable. Like, you already look amazing. You're fully capable of reaching those goals and molding. Like, it's so cool. The thing that weightlifting does, like, you can literally mold and like create a physique for yourself, and that's something that only happens with dumbbells. Like, for you to actually build and like create shape, that happens with dumbbells, that happens with weights. And I just think it's so cool. Yeah, I think I just wanted to end this video just to remind you guys that you guys are capable. You're stronger than you think. The results that you get are based on the work that you put in. Yeah, I'm just here to kind of just introduce you guys to some new exercises. Like, if this is something that you're interested in, if not, that is fine. This is not forced on anybody. Obviously, it's for people specifically that are interested in this topic and would like to learn more. So once again, don't forget to let me know what you guys thought about this video so I could do more workout content for you guys. I'm super open to doing that and just answering your guys' questions to the best of my ability. With all that being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you all so much. I'll see you guys next time on the second channel. It's so weird to think about. I've not posted. I thought it was 9 months, but it's like 8 or 9 months. It's literally been a year. Like, it just hit a year. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.